Welcome into the, I guess, first live show of the Boston Handicappers Network podcast. It's going to be all four of us, Lifshatz, our host, here with Sammy P, our special guest of the Chicken Dinner Podcast. What's one of you known as?
Sammy P is fine. Sam is actually fine, too.
Sam, okay, all right, Sam, my bad.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Lay the dick on the table, of course.
No, not like that. Shout out Viva, by the way.
Shout out to
Let's go.
And of course, with our co-host here, Chris Thurston, CT Beth, what's going on?
Partner doing okay. Finally got off the schneid a little bit last night. Been a rough run in college football the last few games. Got Iowa home last night and excited to be with you guys.
All right, and of course, our continuous special guest forever and always, Julian Edlow of TK Network. Jules, what's going on?
It's amazing you guys keep having me back. Thanks so much.
Yeah, we just love you so much. We can't fucking get rid of you. Let me
the never-ending guest chair.
Yeah, let me tell you that. I just can't ever get rid of you guys. Anyways, guys, we have a massive slate today. Nice live show brought to you by VIVA Tequila Seltzer. Should be a very good one, fun one for us. So let's get into it here. Let's start with an interesting game that we all kind of had some sort of interest in, at least from a betting standpoint. TCU SMU, guys. I mean, I gave this one out, I think, on Monday, guys. I love the SMU side of this one. I know they beat the shit out of this team last year, but the TCU side feels a little bit overrated. Not to mention you got a quarterback who loves being a furry, man. Not the biggest furry fan of quarterbacks.
You love saying that.
I know, we're back to this.
You love bringing that up.
I mean,
love
It's
it.
not personal, though. Not at all.
It's definitely not personal, no. But look, they did dismantle a really shitty UNC team. I think we can all admit at this point. Bill's team.
Who's the real?
Not be very
Who's
good.
the real deal? I mean, he's the real deal.
Legit, yeah. And
no one was talking about him before this season started.
Fair point.
You
And
know,
again,
all the quarterbacks in the Big 12, no one was talking about Hoover.
no, it's fair. And
I'm
again,
not a huge fan of him. I'm just saying.
And vet quarterbacks have been kind of the shit this year. But I mean, look, I think this is an SMU team that kind of let down a little bit last week versus Missouri State. Didn't give a lot of effort in that game, which I was a bit surprised about. But this should be one they get up for and really give a shit about before we enter conference play. There's a lot to care about here. I'm kind of surprised about the way that people feel about this one. What are you guys feeling on this? Sammy, I'll start with you. Any thoughts?
Who's getting stops? That's my question. Market doesn't believe in stops, and total's been bet up 62.5, 64.5 at some places. You have two legit quarterbacks, and at the college level, especially when you're not playing in the SEC or the Big Ten, these college quarterbacks can shred, right? Yep. Jennings and Hoover. Barring turnovers, I think we get the Energizer Bunny just back and forth.
Back and forth. Yeah. So I mean, do you favor defense at all?
No.
Fair enough. Simple as that. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how do you feel good about an under, Jules, with these two quarterbacks?
I'm with you, and I will say the only splits are a little bit sharp to the under. I'm surprised at this one at DraftKings just because I'm using the DraftKings split. 80% of the tickets are on the over. 58% of the money is on the under. Usually not the case at a book like DraftKings like that, but I'm with you. It's over or pass. Dan and CT are a little bit more confident in the side. I think TCU might have a little bit more revenge on their mind and look to put the foot on the gas in this one. So this would be a total or pass for me. I'm with you on the over.
I mean, look, this is a TCU team that's got a pretty big game on deck next week. They're going to the road, on the road, short week to Tempe. I mean, to face Arizona State, former Big 12 champs, and I feel like that. I mean, look, I understand the side of the SMU TCU rivalry right now, but that's kind of a big game for them next week, especially if they want to have any chance in the Big 12.
I'm hoping if everything plays out, if I can cash a Baylor ticket tonight. You guys don't like it. I like Baylor. If I can cash a Baylor ticket tonight, then good spot for Arizona State at home on the short week on Friday night next week.
Our guys,
that one's circled. Of course, everything has to go my way for that to happen. Things have not been going my way. That's the problem.
It's a lot to ask. Our guy Momo here says Horned Frogs are going to roll.
Wow.
I just
okay.
Suck on that, Dan.
That, just like that. Suck on that one. Okay.
Dan, I'm gonna join you here. So I bet SMU +7 -115.
All right.
I think Rhett Ashley is just too good of a coach to not right the ship here. Jennings, we saw what he did against Baylor, absolutely shredded him. That game was over. You and I were on Baylor. We had no business winning that game.
None.
And if it wasn't for Sawyer Robertson, they wouldn't have won that game. So Rhett's a good enough coach to right the ship here. This is a big game here, in-state rivalry. SMU is going to get the cash, so we'll go +7 -115.
I do love, by the way, you come out of the gate hot, SMU, and you have a TCU purple shirt on.
That's
That's
good.
a wild move.
That is a fair point. This was what was available in the laundry pile today, Sam. So, I do agree. I'll say that. Right now, sitting at our sponsor, Bet105, SMU +7 -119 seems to be one of the better numbers in market. Fellas, let's talk about a game that I guess everyone really fucking loves today, and the movement in this one pretty surprising. 329, 330, Indiana and Illinois. Saw this one open. I mean, the preseason number on this was 2.5, 3 some places, was 4.5 some places in Vegas, but for the most part, you saw 2.5s. Illinois has had some struggles here and there, but they just blew out Duke. Indiana really hasn't played anyone, struggled versus the only opponent they really did play, who was Old Dominion. And this number keeps going up. We're seeing 7s basically across the board everywhere now. Sammy, I'll start with you. You're a guest. You're kind of tapped into this whole Illinois pipeline. What do you think the deal is with the number? Do you like a side in this one? What are your thoughts?
I went there, and I hate their fans already. It's been 3
I was
games.
waiting for this.
There it is.
I was
Just hate
waiting
their
for this.
fans, because now they beat Duke, so they're going to win 10 games.
Yeah,
Right.
it is. They're like BC.
Right.
BC almost beat Michigan State. They're going to win 40 games. You know what I mean?
From a
and
number
then lost to
standpoint,
Stanford.
Classic.
I think these two teams are
What's up,
big
pal?
Viva fans. Big Viva fans. From a number standpoint, I have these two teams about equal, and home field in Bloomington is not 7 points. So as much as I've been kind of pumping the brakes on Illinois, this number on Monday was 3.5 at Circa. And they have bet it all the way to 7. They're betting it like they have tomorrow's paper, which is crazy. I don't like Illinois, but you can't lay 7 when you could have laid 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I mean, I have no interest in the number. We were at the on earlier. The number was 5. And we were like, maybe get involved in Indiana 5. 7 feels like a pretty massive jump for a team. Again, I think there's a lot of respect going Indiana for beating Indiana State. FCS on a short week versus a legitimately good Power 4 school.
Illinois has played some
It's
teams,
ridiculous.
and
Yeah, Illinois is a little battle tested right now. I mean, comparatively.
Indiana hasn't.
Yeah. Again, I made the number around 6-ish. I played some terrible numbers in the offseason thing. I get some good numbers here. I have 3 and 4.5 in hand on Illinois. Lucky me. So I have some bad numbers here, but I just think this one's getting a little bit out of hand. Feels a little crazy.
Well, if you though, wouldn't you have to think about my money line at this point?
I mean, if the spread's out of control, then the money line's out of control. And for as big of a game this is, as excited as people are about this game, I have very little opinion on this game. But I do keep an eye on the market and understand that from a market perspective, 7 is getting a little out of hand. So I'm not going to bet this game because I think Indiana has potential. If you said, hey, here's $100, you got to bet this game, I'm taking Illinois +7.
Let's see. I might have $100.
Well, if you do give me $100, I'm just going to take it on something else.
I got $60.
But in theory, yeah. I mean, you make me bet the game, I'm taking Illinois.
Sammy, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like if Illinois is able to run the ball, they're going to be very competitive in that game and might win that game.
Bielema has been good in this role, too, as a dog. My issue with them is their O-line. You guys know about O-line issues.
Yeah. Oh, we're well aware of O-line issues.
They are very, very bad on the O-line, despite bringing most of those guys
Everybody back.
I mean, Duke, if you watch that Duke game, I had Duke in the game.
I did too.
Great bet.
Yep, I was with you.
Duke was living in the backfield, and then Duke just kept turning it over.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Duke
Yep.
was dominating the line of scrimmage. And if Duke can do it, Indiana can do it.
Yep.
I hate to play this game, but this is either an Indiana blowout or really Illinois outright. It just depends on who protects the ball.
Right.
Well, I think the other part of this game that no one's really talking about is Mendoza has never played in a game like this. I mean, this is probably the biggest game of Mendoza's career. We haven't seen anything that he's done so far this year. He's played no one. And the one game that was even an opponent with a pulse, which was Old Dominion, he struggled pretty badly in that game. That offense took a long time to get started. So now you're going to face a legitimate defense. I don't know. The number feels like it's gotten a bit too far away. I don't know. That's my own opinion in this one.
Yeah, it's a little out of control now.
Yeah. Especially,
I agree with Sammy.
Yeah.
You can't play the game right now. If you're going to back IU, you cannot play it right now. You can't.
All right, 349, 350, Utah and Texas Tech, fellas. Obviously, I think this is probably one of the bigger games of the day. A lot of people talking about this one. Jules, I know you've been looking and dying to play some Utah in some sort of capacity here.
I am.
What have you done with this game? What are you looking to do with this game?
Is this 3.5 across the board?
We're sitting 3.5 pretty much everywhere at this point.
All right. I would want to lay 3 or better. I'm not going to give out a -165, -175 money line. I really want to play. I think Utah wins the game. I want to play Utah in some capacity. Is it dumb to put them in a money line parlay with like a Virginia or a USC?
How about Miami?
Talked about
Utah, Miami. Bang, bang.
That gets it probably even to plus money.
Sammy
I was looking
on
to
the
not
Canes
even
right before this whole
I'm
thing
looking
started.
to not even get greedy because I think Florida has a chance. I'm looking for a game that I think there's no chance. I think there's no chance USC loses. I think there's no chance Virginia loses. Just to get off the 3.5 with Utah.
Yeah.
How about Mizzou?
Well, that's a complicated game for us.
Sellers.
It's a
We have a
complicated
good
game.
number in pocket with South Carolina.
Sellers
We got the
stinks.
Sellers news
He
early.
Well,
stinks.
I agree. I think he stinks. I have no analysis
I'll
on
just
that
say
game.
this,
We just bet it
Jules
'cause we
had
knew
the
it was gonna
info
move.
first.
I had
he-
the
he
info.
beat the whole fucking
That's the
market
only
on
reason
this
why
What
one.
do you
bet
have?
it.
13.5, 14 or
12
something?
and a half.
12 and a
That's a
half.
great number.
Yeah.
So
That's the
I'm
only
gonna,
reason
I'm
why
gonna
we
be
bet.
buying off of it. I have no take on that
But
game.
you like the number, not the team.
I just
Not
want a
like
middle.
the-
No, yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
George.
Correct.
Fucking George over here.
Let's put it this way: before the podcast ends, let's loop back to this because I'll probably I got to look at some numbers. I'll probably have Utah money line parlayed with something like Virginia US.
All right. We'll loop back to this one as Jules' request. I am going to bring up an obscure game just because I know that I'm betting this one. I said I was going to give out a bet here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
For-
take a quick nap.
Yeah, Jules is going to go take a quick piss. 309, 310, North Texas Army. I'm betting Army at 3 -115, which is where it is across the board right now. 2.5 even money, also fair play. I'll track it at I think whatever it is at bet 105 right now, which is 2.5 plus 104. So I'll give it a plus 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 104. I think Army should be the favorite in this game. We didn't talk about this one on the podcast, but North Texas coming off maybe their best performance in the past 10 years. Now has to travel all the way up to northern New York, take on this Army team, well coached, well prepared, triple option. I think this is a very difficult task for a North Texas team to just kind of, come up here, expect to kind of put the same thing they did to Washington State last week. So I'm in on fading North Texas. Give me Army plus 2.5. Official show play for me this week.
I'll give out a little good info here. A good friend of Sammy and I's, actually the whole show, made Army about a 5.5 point favorite.
Okay.
A very well respected man out in Vegas.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I didn't make it quite that high, but
And Coleman's playing.
yes.
right?
Yep. He's
Okay.
in.
He's playing.
Which is important. Honestly, they've looked perfectly fine without him. So I mean, it has been.
Looked pretty good without him versus
Versus
K-State.
K-State,
But
right?
I mean, that's what has the K-State team shown us so far? Not much.
Okay, all right, play the game with me. Who you power rating higher? North Texas right now or K-State right now?
K-State.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep,
there's
absolutely.
doubt.
No, that's a good.
No
good
matter
Very good
off
point.
the game last week.
Yep.
All right, fellas, let's go to a game that I think Sammy has some thoughts on. He's been talking about this one. 323, 324, Miami and Florida. Sammy, I'm gonna start with you. I saw the little smirk over there. What's going on?
I don't have Miami minus the points in this one. I don't.
You don't? Okay.
And I've had Miami against ND and Miami against USF.
Okay.
But the problem is now everybody likes Miami.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody. And Lagway turns it over 5 times last week. Probably should have been 7 or 8. He was
It should have been.
trash.
You're right.
He set the record for
Should've
Florida turnover-worthy plays in a single game.
And yet they still could have covered. Think
Five,
about that.
5 picks and you give up 20 points on the road to the LSU offense.
they did
is
cover,
somewhat impressive in its own way.
and they did cover the early week numbers.
early
I had a
one.
10. I pushed the 10 and a half.
The
cover.
defense isn't the
Of course,
problem for the
Popper had a
Gators.
10.
No, it's not. And I think Beck is going to finally get some pressure. But the thing with me and why I brought up the money line is because I think they're just too good for 4 quarters. I think their quarterback's so much better. I don't think Florida's going to win, but backdoor Sally is seriously an issue here. Like if
Yeah.
they're up 14 and playing prevent, Lagway can get him in there. So I like Miami and money line looks. I'm big on Beck. CT knows that. I got him Heisman in the summer.
You
Me
called
too.
that.
Yep.
I have no
Long
interest
before.
in laying 7.5. None.
Now, let me ask you this, Sammy. Do you right now? I mean, it's a market we really haven't talked about. Do you feel that Carson Beck should be the Heisman favorite? Because me personally, I know obviously Mateer is the guy that everyone's talking about right now. I think Beck is, in my opinion, should be the favorite.
Yeah, I mean, he's the favorite at a couple books. I think it's like him and Mateer, depending on where you look.
Yeah, it's mostly Mateer, but yeah.
I worry about Dante Moore at Oregon. If they go into Penn State and win, he's going to be the favorite.
Yep, I agree.
But I mean, Beck could easily
Sounds
go
nuts, but he's right.
I know,
11-1. I know, and
Moore.
Moore.
It's crazy.
It was funny. Like people were dogging Moore in the summer.
I was one
I'm
of them.
still talking.
I was one
I'll
of them.
believe it when I
Yeah.
see it.
I understand because they haven't played anybody, right?
Yep.
Oh, actually, they played Northwestern
you
last
put
week.
your kiddie me out last week, and they
Cats
you
covered.
kind of struggled
Cats
for a
covered.
staff.
I had under 49, dead under, and I sweat.
Speaking of back doors,
Yeah.
speaking of back doors,
So
that was a rough
I
one.
like Miami to win, but then you look. So I work for BetMGM. Sorry, Jules, and and it's the number one most public bet, Miami minus the points. Last week it was USF.
Yep.
Now everybody that got throttled is like, oh, okay, Miami's good now, and Florida stinks, so I'll lay Miami, and it's getting too popular.
Yep, I agree. Would you be shocked if the Gators win this game? I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not saying they're gonna.
Yeah, I know.
It wouldn't shock me. But Lagway.
Lagway does
You're
stink.
right. He's
Yeah,
But they can easily cover, easily.
for sure.
he's a walking turnover. Right
That's
now.
back to 7.5. now,
Miami
'cause
is
that got-
most public at MGM.
Yes.
Okay, Miami by ticket count is third at DraftKings.
Of course.
And by handle. So by
But-
ticket count and handle, it's third.
But
behind
this is what happens in these
Oklahoma and
teams.
Michigan.
Oklahoma and Miami. So, like, in the summer, nobody thought Miami and Oklahoma were good. And now through 3 weeks, everybody thinks they're great. So
When's
the
it gonna
books
level
have
off?
to over catch up.
Yeah.
And when they over catch up, the public doesn't, like, they don't give a shit about numbers.
Yep.
They're like, oh, Miami's good because they won last week. Oklahoma's good because they beat Michigan.
And Miami, the head-to-heads, Miami smokes USF. Florida loses to USF. You have that head-to-head to go off of. The
That's
public's
right.
going to love using that as a barometer for
Yeah.
both teams.
Books need Florida for sure. No doubt.
Again, I don't have a real strong take in this game at all. I would like Miami to win for my Heisman bet. I would like Carson Beck to be the Heisman
You got it
winner.
too?
Oh yes,
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Let's
that
go.
means- I bet a few. I gave it to these guys. They can't complain. I actually texted
here
it
we
to them.
go.
Texted it to them. I'm getting.
I'm
You don't have 50.
I'm-
Do you actually have 50?
No, I don't.
Next
Oh,
thing we
no.
know, Ben,
think
he'll
I
have
think I
AI
have
make up a
36.
nice
I have
ticket for us.
36.
Can I show you my bet?
Yeah,
I'll show it to you
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, okay. Show it to me later. Yeah, no. Well, I got enough shit for you last night. Oh, you didn't text me about Lafayette.
Yeah,
You
you
didn't.
didn't.
Okay, I mean, fuck, I was running around doing shit for this. By the way, speaking of which, you again, did you bet Delaware State?
No, I couldn't find it right before we started
All
the
right,
show. Couldn't
There you
find
go.
it.
Fun one today, Delaware State.
Look
versus
at that
St.
one.
Francis.
Look at that one.
You got a better number than I did. You got a better number than I did. That's a hell of a bet.
Dan,
That's-
what about a little shout out for Stats in South Boston, where we're at right now?
Absolutely.
Probably the best place to watch a college football game or NFL game in Boston.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on down the Stats in Southie right now. It's going to be absolutely bumping here in about 40 minutes once
Yep.
the games start popping. There's TVs everywhere. You can watch a billion different games. They'll take care of you. Come drink Viva. Come drink some fucking Vivas with us, guys. Like, or I know I'm a pain in the ass on Twitter, but I'm genuinely like an okay person.
You don't even have to talk to Dan.
Yeah,
CT
that's right. You
will
don't
buy
even
you a
have to fucking
Viva.
look at me. Just go hang out with Sammy. Go fucking pal around with Jules. Throw him like a football. You can fucking hang out with CT over here.
That's
CT
chicken fingers in New England too.
Oh, dude, legit.
Chicken fingers.
I
known
can't
for
eat them
it.
anymore, but when I was, fucking love them. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, come on down, Stats in Southie. What's the address here?
77 Dorchester Street.
There you go. Right into it right
Wow.
off the right off
That's
the
why
bat.
they're all
right
wearing 77s on their gear. They all have
Right.
77 on their merch.
Look at me.
Oh, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
Now it makes a lot more sense.
Place is great. Been good friends with the owners for a long time, and they do a great job here. And the hospitality is phenomenal. Staff is great. Food is great, and the drinks are always cold.
There you go.
I'm giving out a bet, Dan.
All right,
I'm taking
let's
us
go.
out of the
Go-
stats.
Go ahead.
Bet.
Go ahead, Stats.
How'd you? You muted me.
I get you're on. Everyone's muted.
We're all muted.
Okay, Mr. Traffic.
Everyone's
All right.
muted. That's the whole point. All the sound comes.
If
through
we
you.
unmuted, there'd be an echo.
it'd be an echo. That's right. That's I muted you again.
He's
You're
muting
muted
himself.
again.
He keeps
He
unmuting.
keeps unmuting. I keep.
Well, no, I did it one time. I thought you muted me during the stats read. All right.
No.
Dan, you gave out laying the points with Kansas earlier in the week as a show play.
That's right.
Virginia and USC don't get me down enough on the money line there. And Miami, I think Miami wins the game, but I'm not going to them. So we're going Kansas, Utah, -110.
There it is. I knew it was going to fit in Utah somehow.
Well, no, you knew I told you I'm coming back to Utah.
That's right.
I needed to find the partner that we're dancing with on the money line. West Virginia off an overtime home win in the backyard brawl. Now you got to go to Kansas, who we've all been impressed with. They're not going to win that game. I'm confident enough in KU to win that game that I'll pair it with Utah. I don't want to lay over a field goal with
I got to say this, Jules. I like prop Jules a hell of a lot more than I like parlay Jules over here.
Everyone does.
Everyone does. Last time we had parlay Jules, I think it was week 1. Parlay Jules did not do well. I'll put it like that. Parlay Jules.
Had I bet them straight, they also would have lost. So who cares?
I'm aware of that. That's the scary part, Jules. That's what scares me exactly. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. Jules, any props for today's game? How about that?
Not on the college side, but like we talked about, fading Jackson Arnold on a passing prop.
Yep.
They're gonna make him a passer. I don't think it's gonna go well. I can tell you, most bet player prop on DraftKings is from that game. It's a John Mateer anytime touchdown. He's been running the ball a lot. -130 on that.
Not surprised.
Has that
A couple
line
more
got
too.
a little out of hand?
From Michigan, Nebraska, Justice Haynes anytime touchdown. From Florida, Miami, Malachi Toney anytime touchdown. And in the Utah game, Dampier anytime touchdown is -160. Those are the most bet props.
Dampier makes sense. I mean, at least
with a total of 64.
Yeah, I mean that at least makes sense. Betting an anytime touchdown and a fucking total of 47 over Oklahoma like Mateer feels like a bit of a minus EV situation there. That's my personal opinion.
Have you guys seen Mateer's schedule going forward? I mean, if he
toughens up,
if he wins the Heisman, they're going to earn it, no doubt. I mean, kind of like Manziel did when he was at A&M. They had a terrible sled, like it was a tough schedule. So Oklahoma, after Auburn and Kent State, goes Texas, at South Carolina, home against Ole Miss, at Tennessee, at Bama, home against Mizzou, home against LSU. Holy shit.
That's fucking brutal.
Yeah, no, it gets
That's
hard.
fucking brutal.
So he'll earn it if he wins the Heisman.
That's why the win total was 6.5.
Yeah.
Now,
Juiced.
I'll say this. I know they're not a favorite versus Texas right now. Seeing what you guys have
I love
seen
them against
of
Texas.
Arch Manning, they're 4.5 right now from the places that
It was
still look at
10.5 preseason.
It was 10.5 preseason. It's 4.5 right now. I still make them the favorite.
I like.
against
I was going to
Texas.
say I like
I'm
Oklahoma
sorry.
outright.
Arch Manning, and again,
He's
there's
awful.
a whole bunch of people who have now looked at this. It's not just a thing. His mechanics are
Oklahoma's pass defense is going to eat them up.
Yeah, dude,
I think
they
we're
have the
finally
number
finding out the reason why Quinn Ewers actually did
Yeah.
start over
Sure.
Arch last year.
The number one pass defense EPA and success rate right now in the country is Oklahoma, and they're facing a guy who's struggling against UTEP and throwing lobs in the end zone against a fucking borderline bad Group of 5 team. Like we're in some serious trouble if Arch Manning is going to be this moving forward.
So I hate to admit this out loud, but I did lay 39 with Texas this week.
Okay.
They're playing Sam Houston.
Yeah, which is arguably one of the worst Group of 5 teams in the country.
They're not much better than Kent State. So I think Texas is just running wild in this game.
Okay.
And they got receivers wide open.
Yep.
Also, how does Sam Houston score?
Yep.
Don't know. But I did lay 39. I have a lot of concerns on. I have a buddy down there who's really close to the team. He said that their O-line coach and the head coach, Sark, and the O-line coach are ready to kill each other.
Okay.
Because the O-line, apparently it's the O-line's fault. They're not blocking well enough. That's obviously not the only issue, but there's a lot of turmoil there in Texas.
So what have you heard about? Have you heard anything about the actual Arch Manning situation? Because I've heard from a few people, one saying there is an injury. And in one
shoulder injury?
Yes.
Yeah.
And in one saying defiantly, there's no shoulder injury. It's a mechanics issue. And if you look at the feet are a fucking disaster when the ball is being released. And that wasn't what it was last year.
Yeah. I was just saying, CT, I did lay 39 today.
Oh, you did? With the horns?
52-7, but it's not going to fix them.
No.
That team is dog shit.
I agree. I mean, Dan and I kind of talked about this all summer long and how we love the Buckeyes week 1.
Yep.
I mean, we kind of
You guys were on that one, big.
Yep.
everybody wanted to all of a sudden proclaim Arch as Jesus Christ. And I kept on saying, well, there's a reason why Sark didn't start him last year, and he started a 7th-round pick instead. So, I mean, we're kind of starting to see that right now, and we'll start to see what he really is, Sammy, when the schedule gets a little tougher.
Think about also, you bring up Arch. Think about all the guys like in the summer that were at the top of the Heisman market. Arch, Klubnik,
my God.
Sellers,
Right. Sellers.
Lagway, Aller.
You're right.
Not great, Bob.
I'll tell you
that's
this.
a great point.
I kind of bought into the Sellers stuff a little bit. I thought he was going to be the number 1 pick. Like I thought he was going to go into
He
this
still
year.
could.
I mean, it looks real bad right now, Jules.
Who's taking the reins?
So
Beck.
Again.
Okay.
Well, remember a couple years
Beck's
ago
gonna
he
work.
was going to be.
Yeah,
remember?
Beck's kind of worked his
I
way
mean-
back into the first round.
So was Spencer Rattler. Odds-on favorite.
That's
Well,
right.
DJU.
I mean, look, he's a starting
DJU
quarterback.
was the favorite.
DJ is another
was
good
up
one.
there. That's a crazy market to be betting, like before a football.
You know who the
season.
last
Go
summer
one.
favorite was?
Arch.
No, that
Shador.
won. That won.
Shador.
No, that
Oh,
won the
no.
Heisman.
Oh.
That one?
Yeah, it's been about 10 years.
Ooh.
Mariota?
Yep.
Okay.
Bang, bang,
Oh,
bang.
the last Heisman. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah, no,
Mariota.
I may have confused you.
I
Sorry.
thought we were talking number 1.
And
I thought-
Mariota,
I
Sammy.
The last
overall,
Heisman
too,
summer favorite to actually,
actually
win.
win.
The Heisman.
Mariota.
It was
And
Mariota.
he's starting on Sunday.
Yeah, Daniels is out.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll take
it's,
Washington.
it's a little crazy how I think that Heisman market might be one of the best markets to bet every year because there's a few qualifiers that you need. You need basically a big high profile team. You need a quarterback you need a team that's going to win 9 games because pretty much every single Heisman who has won basically wins on
Outside
a
of
9-win
last
team.
year.
Outside of last year.
Which is the outlier, yeah.
And again, you had a very special 2-way player. It was a bit of a different type of
Agreed.
year. But like that, pretty much you need certainly, stuff like that. And it's kind of a great market to bet every year. And I think you can get some legitimate value, which is why I went with Beck because I was kind of high on Miami this year.
Don't you think there's probably some value outside of the trigger men right now for how about what's a Jeremiah Smith right now when they start playing,
I was going to say
conference
Ohio
games,
State.
you know
might
what I
be a
mean?
good
Like,
Heisman team.
I'm just saying.
And if it's not Julian saying, it could go to Jeremiah.
Yeah,
Smith.
I don't know.
I
What's
actually
the odds on that, Sammy?
Well, I have to go
I was
offshore
thinking
because
about that the other
you
day.
can't look at the Heisman market in mass. 'Cause
Right.
God forbid you
No,
bet the
God
fucking
forbid.
Heisman.
Bet the Heisman in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yes.
14 to 1?
God forbid. What is it? 14? Yeah, that's not enough for me. Wow, I
Yeah.
thought it was going to be better than that.
I
thought
had
it
the
was gonna be
same
better
thought
than that.
process the other day, and it wasn't
To
long
give you an idea where it's at, Arch is 22 to 1 right now. In this
Arch
slate.
should
He's
be
not gonna
70
win.
to 1.
Arch should be $1 billion. to one.
Agreed.
The problem is
I-
they can't write Arch at big numbers.
Of course,
they just can't.
Of course you can't, because if he does pop off, all of a sudden the whole world jumps right back on that wagon.
I almost in the summer. Here's the other guy I almost bet. You know when you pull the phone out and you log in and you pop it and you just can't hit submit. I was staring at Baron Morton 250 to 1,
That's wow.
and I couldn't do it.
That's a quarterback no one's
He's
talking
20 to
about.
1 now.
Okay, if he wins today, where is he in the leaderboard?
For sure.
He's borderline top 5 if he
Yes.
wins today. And again,
Yes.
looks good, has a good day. I'm assuming if Texas Tech wins today, that he's going to look like a stud. That's gonna
Oh,
be
if they win today, he's absolutely going to have a game.
he's going to have
Yeah.
a monster game.
Yeah.
Go
And-
Utes.
Now,
Yeah.
Jules's guy, Gunnar Stockton, still sitting 9 to 1.
My guy.
You were a big Georgia fan preseason.
I see a 14. Yeah.
Okay.
On Gunner.
All right. Yeah. I mean, again, I either way, would you buy anything on Gunnar Stockton? He kind of had a pretty good game against
He
Tennessee
did.
last
That
week.
ball he threw to
So-
London Humphreys to tie that game up was a phenomenal ball, man.
So
you
that-
couldn't have placed it better.
okay.
You couldn't have.
So this is kind of my point. He kind of has, and it's a little early to say it, but he kind of has a Heisman-ish moment early on.
I
in the
agree.
year.
Well,
It's a
but the
little
path-
early.
That was
Path.
a big win.
Here's the case for Gunnar Stockton. I haven't bet Gunnar Stockton. This is just kind of
So I bet him. I also bet him at a ridiculous number. And
Don't
I
you have for
I,
Heisman, Pop?
I have a few guys, but again, I don't think he'll win. I don't think he has a realistic chance of winning.
So
but
here's the case. The case is the Georgia defense is worse than expected.
awful. They're
Forces
bad.
Don't you have
Stockton to put up more points. And the 2 home games are looking a little bit better. You got Alabama, Texas now. That look ahead of like 2.5 against Texas. Man, do I wish I had some of that.
Right.
Texas is going down there to get smoked.
Yes.
I give Alabama a better chance.
Good
Where
luck.
they haven't lost since October of 2019, Georgia at home.
Good luck.
So if the defense isn't going to be good, and they have those 2 games at home, like the running the table aspect is still on the table for Georgia. I don't think they're going to do it, but running the table is still on. It's still there for Georgia.
Well, that's a game we should let's talk about the look ahead for next week is Bama, Georgia, and they both have
3.5,
bye
4.5,
weeks right now,
depending on where you look.
Yeah.
right?
You
And
got
it's in
Georgia, Bama,
it's in
and
Athens.
Oregon, Penn State. 2 good ones.
This is a game that Sammy and I usually watch together,
Yep.
which now makes me think of it. We should probably watch it
I'm
together
heading to
next
bed.
Wait a
Saturday.
minute. Wait a
Were
minute.
you guys on opposite sides last year, though? or
No.
Here's
Here's
what happened. I'll tell a very quick story.
Yeah.
We had a quarterback tip that Sluka was leaving UNLV.
Oh, golly.
I do remember
And
this
Chris
one.
says, I don't believe that. And I said, neither do I, but we got to bet it.
We got about it.
And then the backup came in and shoved it. Haj Malik
Malik
Williams.
from Campbell.
He
looked like-
Campbell
He looked
quarterback,
like
baby.
Cardale Jones.
Yeah.
He was
And he
fucking
just killed us.
We were in the
I remember
Uber
that.
and
Yeah, I
we're
did
watching
too.
it, and I looked at Sammy. I'm like, yeah, they just blocked the punt. Yep, Sluka Haj Malik Wilson just turned the ball over. Yeah, it was 14-0 before
And
we
then
got to the bar.
Mikey Keene got hurt for
Yep.
our side,
yeah,
and then he
that's
threw a
right.
pick 6.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we were together all day, and we were getting smoked. CT disappears for like 10 minutes, comes back, and it's the first quarter of Bama, Georgia. And it was Bama that won, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He comes back with a bet that I'm not going to say how much it was for, but we've been
Well, he
betting
tweeted
together.
You
We've
fucking
been
tweeted
betting
that one.
together literally all
Gotta
day.
know that.
We've been in the trenches. We've been wearing eye black. We've been in war all
Eye
day.
black.
He goes rogue for 5 figures on Bama
Now
and,
you're saying
and
I'm
comes back and shows me.
Not
well,
low 5 figures.
low. I didn't say how many. I didn't say how many figures, or I didn't say exactly how many.
I'm
he
not
come-
either. I'm just saying it wasn't low.
He comes back and goes, "I took Bama," and I'm like, "Why didn't you tell me?" And Bama's up.
That was
If
an
you
28
don't
asshole.
remember
nothing.
that game because you just
That was
asked
an asshole
who
move.
won, Alabama went up like
14
roughly,
And then
No,
he went.
that was
but
like
yeah.
28
roughly
nothing.
So then he
28
goes
nothing.
home. He goes home. He leaves
goes
at
home, thinks the
halftime.
game's
Yeah,
over.
I thought
Georgia
it was over.
takes a fourth quarter
I
lead.
Yeah.
came right before you
Before,
left. I came like 10 minutes before you
Milrow
left.
throws another touchdown to Ryan Williams that ultimately won the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he thought he got home and his wife told him that Bama was down.
I
he
go,
goes,
I
"What
go,
are these
I go, what are you?
highlights?"
You're watching the highlights. I go, this game ended a while ago.
Yeah. He goes. She
Oh,
goes.
you mean the
No,
game
Chris. The
Georgia's
game
winning?"
is still going on.
He
That's
start,
a true story.
and you frantically start calling me, going, "What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What the fuck?"
Like, this isn't really live, is it?
Oh my god! And then Ryan Williams scored. He calls me. He goes, "I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm going to
That
sleep."
touchdown was sick.
That was a great.
But
touchdown.
anyway, so Georgia opened like 3.5, 4 at Circa. I think it's a little light, to be honest, but
You do? Yeah, I don't
I
know
like
what
Georgia.
to think of it.
Well, I'm telling you, last week is going to, including myself, put a lot of people's thoughts in people's minds,
Good.
saying this Georgia
Bring the Bama.
defense is very
It's
different.
it's not the Kirby Smart defense that we're used to seeing.
But how good is
I
Bama?
like,
Correct.
We just saw them get worked by
Alabama,
Florida
but look
State.
when
That's-
they went on the road to
That's the other
FSU.
question.
Right.
Georgia doesn't lose at home.
I agree. I agree with that. I think this is probably, and not to mention, this is probably the game that Georgia's been prepping for more than any other game this year,
Yeah.
especially
I
after
think it's
last
Georgia
year.
by like 7 to 10.
I will probably find
Think
myself
bigger.
on the way on a Georgia ticket. That's my.
I'll be on
guess.
Georgia.
That's my
And
guess.
Bama, and I'm not saying I like Bama, but Bama's kind of owned them in the last like 5 to
They
10
have.
years.
They have very
Well, they
different.
certainly
Very,
haven't
very,
won.
very different coaching staff. Very different.
No,
Bama
for
team.
They
sure.
certainly
Yeah.
haven't won between the hedges because that's been since October of 2019 since anybody won there.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Athens,
completely fair.
tough place to play. That's yeah. Was that is that the night game next weekend? Has to be probably right.
I don't know.
I assume so. I actually don't know. I don't know if they've released times for the games yet. Like
I'm
they,
assuming
Oh,
that's gonna be
no,
game day.
Penn State whiteout against Oregon and Georgia Bama
Same
are
time.
head-to-head
You're
7:30
right. I
Are you
remember.
serious?
I remember
SEC
seeing
would
that.
not back
Yeah.
who the
down.
fuck schedules
Yeah.
these
Double
games?
TV
Yeah,
night.
you're right.
Who
Wait,
the
so
fuck
they put the white out at night? Good for them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no,
schedule
both-
it at the same time.
Both of the night games.
But usually Fox comes in and scoops up the best game and puts it at noon. I know that because
True.
I work
Double
there.
night game.
like, oh, let's
Double
put
night
the
game.
best game on at noon.
Fair point. Fair point.
Hopefully nobody's listening to this right now. None of my bosses are listening.
There's a few people listening.
I met my bosses. But the best game should be at night.
I completely agree. And not to mention, like, that's a fucking monster game too, is Penn State, Oregon, because neither of those teams have played anyone.
Right.
I mean, we saw how bad Oklahoma State was last night, getting fucking shit on by Tulsa. So I mean, I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be an interesting fucking weekend next weekend. I'm more interested in that. Sammy, because we're 35 minutes in. We're at Stats, by the way, Stats in South Boston. Come on down, come have some Vivas with us, or if you're me, have some of Viva. If you don't drink, the alcohol-free version of Viva. Come on down, come hang out, come have some chicken fingers, some food, watch the games, let's talk some shit. But either way, Sammy, I'll go with you. Anything that you like today that maybe we haven't discussed,
or even tomorrow. We haven't talked some NFL yet.
We haven't talked NFL.
We could throw a couple NFL games.
Can you put this comment up though first before we do anything?
Absolutely.
I love this. I got rats on the show right now. I'm
Mike,
screen
that's
recording.
Mike is sending a lot of
Fox.
good questions on Twitter.
I love that.
Mike's a big Viva guy.
I don't think he's going to do it.
Mike's a fan of ours.
If he does it, that's fine.
He's a crazy motherfucker. He texts me all the time, like, you want to take me a 300-to-1 long shot on some random shit? I'm like, no, Mike, that's absolutely not. But he's a great
Of course,
dude.
he's got the boppers number.
So I told you about
he's a Twitter guy. Jules.
Texas. I like Texas. I laid a big number there, and it makes me uncomfortable. But, I mean, everybody thinks Texas stinks, and nobody wants to bet it. So
it's fair.
I got there. I laid 9 on Mizzou. I know you guys are on the other side, but we could lay in 10. And
that's fine.
I'd be happy with
I will
10.
be middling that game.
Me too.
No matter what.
I took some 9.5 last night.
I took a number, not a team.
Yep.
They got shoved. They got to 8.5 and got blasted.
They got
got
right
blasted
away.
the other way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I got guys that think Sellers stinks. So
which is fair, and why I'm
It's fair.
very concerned.
It's
fair.
Yeah.
I'll give you one game tomorrow, and this is probably going to be a popular play, but I don't care. The Bears.
I'm with you, dude.
I don't think it's going to be popular at all, and I'm with you.
Yeah.
No, they're going to take the Cowboys. No, I like the Cowboys.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
yeah.
You like that?
Oh, yeah. I think the Bears
are- you're going the
I think
other
the
way.
Bears are down.
No, I agree with you. I'm not betting aside. These two guys are Bears over
Dude,
here.
I can't
Have
stop
you seen
betting.
the injury report?
I can't stop betting painted nails. I just can't do it.
Why?
It's like a fucking obsession.
Why?
No, let Sammy go. Let's see what he says.
So they can't get to the quarterback when they're healthy, and now they're not
fitting.
healthy. Here's their injury report. Edwards, the linebacker's out.
Yep.
Their 2 top corners are out. Their nickel corner is out. And Grady Jarrett's already hurt with a knee on the line.
I know.
That doesn't matter to him.
He's going to
Dan's
play,
gotta-
but
Playing.
like,
Dan's
how
gotta
are they
finish.
getting stops?
So here's my thing.
How are the Cowboys getting stopped?
Cowboys getting. I mean, Dallas played a.
So you like Caleb over Dak in a shootout?
I'm not saying.
That's a great way to
I
put
mean,
it.
to be honest with you,
This is a game I'm not playing.
without
but-
Bland, I'm not sure Dallas can get a stop. They let Russell Wilson, the corpse of Russell Wilson, throw 4
So
times.
then bet the over.
Look,
So then
Giants
bet the
should have won the
over.
game.
as long as Angel Reese is there with the fucking glue gun painting Caleb's nails tomorrow, I'm backing him. Okay, 3 weeks in a row, I'll be on the Bears. 3 weeks in a row, I'll probably be a loser, but I'm probably going to be on them. I'll be Bear.
You like-
down?
Chicago too? Chris?
I lean that way. That would be the side.
I bet them.
That's the only side I could have.
They are the
Not gonna
walking wounded on defense.
I agree, but it's not like Dallas is any better. They can't cover without Bland. They are right now the worst coverage team in the NFL, anywhere past 15 yards.
They should have lost.
And that's the only place that Caleb can actually throw.
Oh, absolutely.
Agree.
We'll need
Yeah,
Chicago.
100%.
This reminds me of the spot last year. Remember when Detroit went to Dallas and like everybody bet Detroit?
Was that Thanksgiving?
No.
Okay,
It's
all
when
right.
the underdogs stopped winning outright. basically.
But Dallas won the game and like,
No, Detroit
right?
still
Didn't
No,
they?
Detroit smoked them.
Maybe I'm thinking of the other game that they played later in the year.
I remember playing the over in that game, and a lot of points were left on the table.
I lost
The
my mind.
Lions,
They're all good.
the Lions got stopped on like 3 4th downs in the red zone in the first half, like something crazy.
No, the Lions beat their doors off last year in Dallas.
Or then maybe I'm thinking of Dallas. Either way, I know I had the over in that game, and there were a lot of red zone, like 4th down, like stops. All right, we're going the other
Yeah,
way.
the Lions beat the living.
That was
piss out of
Hutch got hurt in that
them. Yeah,
game.
didn't they? Yeah, that was the game.
Maybe
that
I'm
Hutch
thinking
got
of
hurt.
2 years ago.
But then they scored like.
At least you're in the
I'll
state
just
of
stop.
Texas.
I'll just stop.
I'll find the box score. It was ridiculous. I do remember that game.
Yeah, so I like Chicago to get bludgeoned on defense.
Okay. All
We'll
right.
see. I mean, we'll see.
Okay, interesting. Jules, any final thoughts? You 47-9, by the way, was the score. Yeah.
Okay,
I was on the dog.
Yeah,
I took the
that
dog.
what you're
definitely thinking
I
of 2
took the
years.
dog because
Sorry,
I'm
that
like,
would've cashed my
nobody's
over.
going to take the dog. I'm going to take the dog. The dog was dead early.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
Very
enough.
early.
I'm trusting painted nails. I'm backing him again. Blow those fucking nails, Sammy.
Of course
I
you
love it.
are. Dan's
All right.
fetish of.
I hate him so much. I just keep betting him. I just can't do it. It's ridiculous.
Jules,
Okay.
while you're doing whatever you're doing, I'll ask Sammy a question here because this is a team
Right,
that
and I
him
got
and
two
I are
things
both
after this.
invested in. I know that. We both have USC, Southern California, over 7.5 wins.
Right.
Partner, next weekend is a huge game for us.
Massive.
And it's a really, really tough travel spot for us, right? We have to go from west to east, and we're going to your alma mater, Illinois. And tonight we have Michigan State against Sparty. I laid 17.5 tonight. It's up to 19. I think they absolutely mollywop them. That's a Jules line. Mollywop Sparty.
Thank you. You always credit
And
me.
then wanted to see where your head's at for when we go to Illinois next week. I think the only thing we have going for us right now is that Illinois has such a tough game this week right now.
So I got my numbers pulled up. I have USC 2 points better on a neutral. So
Okay.
what's that? Illinois two and a half, maybe.
2.5.
1, 2.
Yeah.
I would bet that early. See, I
Because
went to
that's
Illinois because I'm jaded. Like, I know they can't have nice shit there.
Right.
And I've seen them start 3-0, 4-0. And then, like, Ron Zook's, one of his final years, they started 3-4-0 and then finished 6-6. And everybody got really excited. I think USC is going to go in there and throw all over them.
That makes me feel pretty
I do.
All right. Well, interesting because I think we'll see today. If they beat Indiana outright, you got to upgrade them. I mean, you're gonna have
Sure.
to.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
And
you
all
want
of
to
a
give me
sudden-
4 with USC next week?
Well,
I'm
that's
in.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that all of a sudden that number becomes a little bit more attractive potentially.
Yeah.
Especially if
What
Illinois
time's
has
that
good
game going to be?
That's a big noon game.
It is.
Yeah.
Big
12 noon.
noon.
Big noon
That's a
Sleepy
tough.
coming up in 18 minutes.
Yeah, so the game starts at 9
9
a.m.
a.m.
California
for
time.
Lincoln Riley.
That's right. Don't love that.
It's all lining up for Illinois this year, isn't
Still
it?
a real thing in college, not the NFL. That's a dead angle, but
Yeah.
college, real thing.
Joel Klatt has both teams in the playoff, USC and Illinois. Who's he going to like in the game? Is he going to like it to land a
That's
tie?
That's good.
That might be the craziest take I've heard all year.
Illinois ain't making the playoffs. I feel much
Nope.
more confident about USC than Illinois. All right. We got to wrap up here because we got sleepy kickoffs in 20 minutes or so, less than. Final thoughts here, Jules. I'll go over to you. Anything you like today?
I've given everything for today. If you go back through the podcast throughout the course of the week, what
Okay.
I haven't given out, and I think CT did, is now that we're confirmed on Mac Jones, Niners minus 125, 130 money line, whatever range it is right there.
I think it's still 2.5 most places. I'll take a look.
Yeah, I'll go short money line at home with Mac Jones.
Okay.
I like that. Niners money line on Sunday is an
Let me-
ad for me.
Let me find the Bet 105 line for you, and I'll throw it on in there for you. CT, over to you. Final
Lovely.
thoughts.
Yeah,
for the
Final
upper.
Thoughts is Bet 105 is a sponsor of ours, and Dan and I gave out
Minus
the
128.
Seahawks last week, +3, and they boosted it for us. So this week, Dan and I gave out the Patriots Steelers over 44.5. Heading on over to Bet 105. They're going to boost it for you. You get that plus money. Should be up this afternoon.
We'll post it. We'll post it for everyone. We'll
Great
post it up.
sponsor of ours, and yeah,
Appreciate it.
want to bet the game? Go over there. 1:00 game tomorrow.
All right. Sammy P, any final thoughts?
I love you guys.
All right.
It's my final thought.
It was awesome having
And I
you.
love Viva and
Yeah,
Stats.
thanks for joining
It was
us.
awesome having you. So we'll
having you.
definitely have Sammy P on again. Appreciate everyone for joining us, and come on down the Stats. Come have some Vivas with us again. Viva Tequila Seltzer, just the best in the business. Only 88 calories, 4.5% ABV. Most refreshing seltzer out there. Clean, light, dangerously drinkable. Come on down. Get 20% off your first shipment when signing up at vivaseltzer.myshopify.com when you use promo code BOS20. Again, promo code BOS20. Viva, live long, live well, live it up, Viva. That's it for us. And a Saturday morning, we love you guys. We appreciate they will be playing sound. The sound's down right now, so we can do our show. We appreciate everyone over here. Come on
Crank
down.
that.
Come
Crank
on
that
down.
shit.
Crank it down. We'll talk to you guys on
Cash 'em.
Monday. Cash them. See you later. Have a good one.